we've known each other for a number of years. When you, I think years ago, you took me to a Korean spa. Mm-hmm. We were naked together.
Yes.
And I was so excited when your nomination came out that I texted you and said, I can't believe that I've been naked with an Academy Award nominee. So
that's never happened before?
3 other times.
Okay.
3 other
but
times.
You can't believe this one.
This one I can't believe.
Time.
The others we were in a relationship, and so it made a lot of sense.
And it's documented. So
it's documented.
Yeah. Thank you. No, thank you. Thanks for that message. That was really kind. I don't know. I'm still processing all of that because we're still in pandemic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Are we done?
No, we're not done.
Okay, we're not done.
You know, that's the crazy thing is that I think we're in this maddening time right now where many people are half vaccinated or some are fully vaccinated, some are soon to be vaccinated, but we're not there yet, and we don't even know when that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I know you've been, tell me about your year in quarantine. What's that been like?
Well, first, I'm one of the lucky ones. We have a house, I have a family, and it was all beautiful, and you have all those nice things. But what was crazy about the pandemic is the battlefield is yourself. And
oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
You got to find out about who you are.
Yes.
During that time, and there's a lot of stuff to clean up in there.
Yeah. Are you talking to me or about yourself? Because
I'm talking about myself.
Oh my God, okay, because you were saying it and I was thinking day 2 of this pandemic.
Yeah.
I got a good hard look at myself and I did not like what I saw.
Right? Because everybody was in panic, flight or flight. So it's what did you choose? And I've kind of simulated that on Walking Dead. What weapons do you choose? Or people do you hang out with? Or
That's
vehicles?
True. It didn't even occur to me. You spent 7 years on this show that was all about surviving this crazy virus, and you should have the requisite skills, which is immediately get to the woods somewhere in Georgia.
I thought none of those things. You know what I mean? I exposed myself because I was what do I do? All I did was we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I was we're all gonna die.
And
that's where I went to first.
And then good night, kids.
Yeah. And then
Sleep well.
To peel it back.
Sleep well.
Yeah.
Well, here's my question for you. I know that you, because we're in some communication. I know that you have 2 very young children. Is it 5 and 2?
4 and 2.
4 and 2. 4 and 2. And you had just moved in with your beautiful wife into a new home when COVID broke out.
Yeah.
So you'd think that's a good time to move into a new home, but then it's got to be a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it's just I think that's what if your house was also a prison? You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Right?
No, and I have to say, I live in a very lovely home, but I've had the same feeling of, I've got to get out of here.
Truly.
Cut to my beautiful wife, my beautiful kids, nice home, all the food we need to eat. What's the problem?
Yeah.
But that is just what happens when you're told you need to stay inside.
That's what, and that's what I mean is the hard part is to pay. For us, it was this. We were wow, we're so lucky. We're gonna get this new home. We paid for the home, and then we were there for 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden, we were locked in a cage with the 4 of us, just locked inside our own mind. I'm revealing myself right now. What happened?
It's clear that you've. It's clear that you've gone to a very dark place, and it's clear that you're unhinged, dangerously unhinged.
My back. After a while, I was I'm never gonna not look tired. I'm just gonna look tired for the rest of my life.
Well, first of all, you've also got very young kids.
Yeah.
My kids are teenagers.
Right.
Because I'm in my late 70s, and you are in this different wave of it. I can't imagine being quarantined with kids that young. Kids that sometimes need assistance going to the bathroom. That would be being in quarantine with children that young. I would just say I'm going out for cigarettes and not come back. That's what I would do. And I don't smoke. People would know that. That would
Yeah,
be
they would figure that out.
Yeah, they'd be like, I'm out for cigarettes.
He's just leaving. He's just leaving.
Candy cigarettes.
Yeah, it was hard. I mean, we grew a lot. God bless my wife. She's like, if it wasn't for her, we'd truly all be dead. And I'm like dead serious, like we'd be dead. But,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're a mental wreck.
Yeah, like we're filming here, and like there's cardboard cutouts, and I haven't seen you in God knows how long. It feels really bizarre and strange. So
Right.
that's how like the Oscar stuff has felt. That's how life has felt.
Yeah.
But we pretend really good.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Just pretend it's all.
We all collectively pretend really good.
This is what I'm curious about. You're now Oscar nominated, and very deservedly so, because as I said, your performance is spectacular.
Thanks.
And the movie's brilliant. But I also know that your background is in comedy and doing a lot of improvisation, and I've done a lot of sort of comedy improvisation with you and remotes, and when we traveled together to Korea, which was still one of my favorite experiences. And I'm curious, do you feel like that you identify now as an actor, or is there part of you that also still identifies with the comedy self? You know, the kind of self-loathing comedian, funny guy.
I mean, I'm deeply insecure. I'm very neurotic, at times very cynical, which I'm pretty sure is like the three things you need to be in comedy, right?
Yeah, you're missing a fourth, which is bad at sports.
Oh, okay. I'm actually okay at sports.
See, that ruins it, because whenever I meet someone who's really good at sports and they're like, yeah, I'm thinking about being a comedian, I'm like, no. They can't exist on the same gene. They just can't.
You just reminded me, I was in my, in college, we had a theater softball game. And I do remember what you're talking, it's so funny to me now. I went up to bat, and everybody was just having like a mediocre softball theater time. You know what I mean? Just like playing a version of softball.
Right.
And I got up there and I wailed a homer.
Yeah.
And I now realize that like there were kind of like groans. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, you're not supposed to do that here.
Yeah.
Like it's not supposed to go that far.
Yeah. We're theater people.
That's what I think about. I just like, and then I like trotted the bases like an asshole. So.